Okay, so here I am at a fabulous rock that tells a story that I can probably safely interpret about how bowls were made. So here is a bowl, and it's got the thing that they popped out of it is still in the bowl. I'm not sure whether it was abandoned or whether this was the way it was. I don't know what anybody's intentions were. And normally I wouldn't open this bowl or anything, but just to show you how the shape is, I feel like the rock is okay with me doing this because uh, it's an example of possibilities. And when you look at the other bowls that don't have this piece with them, they start to make more sense. All right, so I just want to show you the bottom side of this rock so you can see it's kind of lens shaped. This is like a sharp edge, and then it tapers like that, and then if we lay it down you can see it tapers back to thin again. So you have this whole lens shaped piece of rock that came out, and I know that that is a highly skilled thing to be able to do because you only get one chance. So we are back at this very special place that goes from the low point to the high point, and hidden inside of this are obscure ceremonial repetitive patterns that validate this as being a part of a cultural norm. What we have here is looking like a jumble of rocks coming down the hill and going into this low area. And why would this matter? Well, we have extremely dramatic water here, seasonal water in the spring, where the water gets abnormally high and the water is trickling down between these rocks to this low spot. What happens is where water comes out of the ground is where spirit can come out of the underworld. And where water goes back into the ground, that is where spirit goes into the underworld. And so this is a fabulous area of spiritual travel and access, a great place to access spirits. One of the things about spirit is it needs a safe place to hang out in this world, because this world is not its natural place. Its natural place is in the spirit world. So you have to make a comfortable environment if you want to hang out with a spirit. So one of the things that I've heard, and we got to remember, just because I heard something doesn't mean it's true, because this is not my world, although I'm very comfortable in these woods. It's not my world, and I have no business talking about other people's perception of it. But I will just share with you what other people have said. And you can pursue, validate, or whatever you want with it. I'd be delighted if you cared at all. So one of the things that I've heard is that a spirit is comfortable in a little bowl. It is like a protective place, and it can be comfortable there. So it may poke its head out of the underworld and say, look, this is like someone's inviting me, and look, they made a nice comfortable environment, so I will come. This is the bowl right here, and it's very clearly not a utilitarian bowl. It is an altar bowl or a spirit safe haven, something like that, but it's not for grinding nuts or anything. It's not smooth, and it's very interesting how it's made. I don't particularly know. I could make one. I haven't tried, but it's no easy feat. And when you're doing this, because it's stone, you only get one chance. And so there's a few of these around this area that are very similar to this one, in a similar situation where water comes out in the spring.